Thanks for tuning in to The French Kiss Cook. Today we're going to make a delicious kale and cabbage soup. You want to start by finely chopping your garlic and your onions, and then chop your carrot and your kale. Chop your carrot into quarters, and then we'll chop it into nice pieces. For the kale, how I like to chop it is I just like to run the knife along the middle to get rid of the main stem. And then once you've removed the main stem, you can chop the leaf in about 1-inch pieces. I'm going to need about 2 cups of these chopped kale pieces and then give them a good rinse. And while the kale pieces are soaking, we're going to start with the soup. We're going to start by drizzling in our olive oil and then add our garlic and our onion. And I'll also add my carrot. I'll add our cabbage and our seasoning. Here I've got a tablespoon of oregano and a teaspoon of salt. We'll let that cook for about 45 minutes. When your cabbage starts to become nice and soft, you can start adding the liquids. So here I've got some vegetable broth. And I'm also going to add 2 cups of water and a can of diced tomatoes with all of the liquids. And then we'll bring the soup to a simmer. And while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to take my kale out of the water, squeeze out any excess liquid. Then once the soup comes to a simmer, add it to the Dutch oven. And I'm also going to add a can of cannellini beans or white navy beans. Stir everything together, then bring it back to a simmer, then place the lid on the Dutch oven, and we'll let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. Then, after that time, you can adjust the seasoning with a bit more salt and freshly cracked pepper. Now you can serve this soup as is right away, or you can garnish it with some freshly roasted croutons and some Parmesan cheese to make it extra delicious. Find the full recipe at FrenchKissCook.com. Click on the icon to subscribe to our channel and on the video for more recipes.